Hi everyone, hope you're well and welcome to another cooking session. So today we're going to be doing a Victoria sponge with raspberry jam. So I'm going to go through the ingredients, what stuff we need, and then we can go through and measure out the right ingredients. So, first of all, we need butter. It says unsalted butter. I have slightly salted. I don't think it will make that much of a difference, although if you're a baker, you'll probably tell me different. We also need some caster sugar. My caster sugar is in my sugar pot. We will also need some vanilla essence, 4 eggs, which I have plenty of, self-raising flour, some raspberry jam, and some double cream. So that's our ingredients. And what else we need to make our Victoria sponge is a tin. I've only got one cake tin, so I'm gonna have to cook one, take it out, and then do the other. So it'll probably take me a bit longer because you've probably all got 2 cake tins. You will need a mixing bowl. I've got a spoon and a whisk. I'll probably need some more things as I go on, but that's what we're going to start with. So right, let's start out by weighing our butter. So for our butter, we will need 200 grams. So I'm going to do a close-up now and we can weigh it together. So here we've got our butter and our weighing scales. So our butter was 200 grams, so I'm going to have to fill it up until the butter gets to here, which is 200 grams. We're going to need a lot more than that. We're on 100. Okay, so our butter is at 200, grams. It was at 200 grams. There we go. So I'm just going to transfer that into this bowl so we can start weighing something else. So now we're going to weigh our caster sugar. So again, we're going to need 200 grams of caster sugar. Okay. So here we have 200 grams of caster sugar. We're now going to go on to self-raising flour. And again, we need 200 grams of self-raising flour. So here we are weighing 200 grams. Oops. So here we've got the double cream. I have started to pour. We had to get 250. So I think a little bit more. There we go. Do you know what? There's not much left in the bottom. I'm going to pour the whole lot. Don't like to waste. So I've got my 4 main ingredients weighed out. I've got my butter, my self-raising flour, my caster sugar, and double cream. So let's get going. So I'm going to preheat my oven to 190. I'd say about there. So now I'm going to get my bowl. I'm going to add the butter. This is a bit hard one-handed. I'll just spoon the rest out quickly. Butter's in. I'm now going to add the caster sugar. There we go. And now it says to beat the mixture around. So now I'm going to mix the butter and the sugar around. I can start feeling it's changing already. I'm also going to add a little drop of vanilla essence. Oh, it did say little. Mix that around. So now it says to add the eggs, one by one. So here we go. Just put a bit of kitchen roll there just to put the shells on. There's one. Let's give this a mix. Sorry, I heard a thought I was doing it wrong, but no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And you know, if you do anything wrong, you can always start again. So, the second egg is going in. I do love cracking eggs. Actually, I might use my whisk. There we go. See that? Another egg. And one more egg. So we've now cracked 4 eggs into our mixture. Just going to dispose of the egg. So now it says to start folding in the flour. So I'm going to add little bits in. Kind of fold it in. More flour. Let's see. So the mixture's kind of gone a bit thick, a bit soft, a bit thick, and now it's a little bit runny, so I guess the flour is what's going to thicken it back up. As you can see. Oh, it's like a workout. Right, so our batter is basically ready to go. I now have to grease my tin just so that it doesn't stick. I've got a bit of butter here. Don't worry, I have washed my hands before I started. As I said at the start, I do only have one cake tin, so I'm going to be very cautious of trying to get the same amount in the tin twice, so I have to do it in 2 halves. So what I'm going to do to help me out a bit, I've got 2 bowls here, so I'm going to put half in one bowl, half in another bowl, just so I can kind of see that I've halved the mixture. So pour some in there. So I've poured my first mixture into this pan. Doesn't look like there's a lot in it, but we have used self-raising flour. So there it is in the oven. I'm going to set a timer for 20 minutes. So my 20 minutes is up. I'm just about to take it out the oven. Well, it definitely looks like it has risen. I'm not sure if this is done, and this could be a bit of a disaster if I've taken it out the oven. A bit too early, but apparently if I stick a knife in and it comes back clean, it's cooked. Try it again there. Yeah, I think that is cooked. So I'm going to leave it in the tin for 5 minutes and let it cool down. Then I'm going to transfer it over to here and then put the other mixture in. I'm just about to put my second one in. My other one's over here cooling. It is a bit thin. Hopefully this one's a bit thicker so I can use that one as the top. So I'm going to put that in the oven now. 20 minutes. So I have taken my second sponge out. I'm just going to let this cool down for 5 minutes before taking it out, and then we will go on to the next stage. So here we have the whipped cream that I'm just pouring into the bowl. So here I have my whipped cream. I'm now going to get my whisk and whip it. So this is our whipped cream whipped. So it's just a lot more thicker. So here is my whipped cream, nice and whipped. I'm now going to add the jam onto the sponge. I kind of messed up a bit here taking it out of the tin, but I'm now going to spread my raspberry jam onto the base. As you can see, I've fully covered the whole base with my raspberry jam. Well, this hasn't gone exactly to plan. The other sponge got stuck on the tin, but I'm going to see what I can do. I last minute decided not to put the whipped cream on the other bit of the sponge, and I'm just adding it on top of the raspberry jam. I hope this turns out okay. So it's kind of turned into a bit of a disaster for me. I don't think I let the sponge cool down enough. It's melted the whipped cream and it's falling apart. Once I cut the cake, it didn't look too bad, although the ratio that I had my cream to my strawberry jam wasn't the best. But there's always a next time. And of course I tasted it. It tasted pretty good. So I was happy the way it tasted, but not how it came out and it looked at the end. But thank you for all watching, and I hope you do a better job than me.